Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. And after a scuffed national anthem, we are here down at the Trojans Arena in El Dorado Hills. My name is Murcielago Delgado. Grant Sell to my right. And what a game in store we do have. The SFL matchup we've all been waiting for. Varsity boys volleyball. The Oak Ridge Trojans versus the Folsom Bulldogs. Oak Ridge was previously undefeated until their last matchup where they got their first loss of the year. Now they're 20-1, started off the season 20-0, lost to Clovis East 2-0. This Oak Ridge team, nevertheless, 6-0 in SFL, that's first. Just behind them is Folsom at 5-1, that'll be second. Nationally, this Oak Ridge team is ranked 11 in the nation, so really exciting matchup. Plus they're 9th in the state of California. Folsom, nationally, they're ranked 69. California, they're 49th. What a matchup in store. We got the white versus the blue and red. Bulldogs, Trojans, 0-0 set one is about to be underway.
What a game we have in store. This is going to be an exciting one to watch.
Oak Ridge, their next game, Wednesday at Granite Bay. That'll be at 6 o'clock. Granite Bay is also a good team, also in the SFL. Folsom, their next game is against Davis, another SFL matchup. Serve number one is coming up. Oak Ridge beat Granite Bay early in the year 3-0. So next is their next matchup. That'll be at Granite Bay.
And the set and the spike.
Ooh, good block. Folsom gets it over. But an Oak Ridge point. Folsom showing out, as they always do here at Oak Ridge. For the first points of the game are awarded to the Trojans. The storylines, they're all set apart as now the Trojans go back to back to start the game.
Yeah, that's a pretty good start. Let's see if Oak Ridge can go 3 in a row. Oh, miscommunication there. Titus was looking to hit that, looking to set that, missed. Too high for him.
Yeah, 3-0 to start the game. And 4.
Oak Ridge starting off on fire today.
Oh, good serve. Just skips over the net. Folsom with a big spike, but blocked. And Folsom with their first points of the game.
Parker is in there with the spike. Bulldogs on the board. Disson here to serve.
Oh, could be controlled. Andrew Belmont just couldn't get it.
And
4-2.
And after Oak Ridge started this game at a 4-0 run, Folsom has scored 2 straight.
Another good serve, handled well by Frazier. Stuck over the net. Spike, oh, great dig. Oak Ridge on the other side. Jack Reiser in the middle, controlling the paint. Jamie Frazier gets it over.
Nice play there by Frazier, just setting it over the net. Folsom was not prepared for that.
And as we've said, this Oak Ridge team, one of the best, as they had only lost a few sets all year. and then they lost 2-0 to East Clovis a couple days ago. But before that loss,
Brings it back over, and the spike!
before that loss on Saturday, they had lost 4 sets all year. So surprising loss on Saturday. They're trying to get it back here against their big rivals in the SFL tonight.
Jack Reynolds here to serve. Good serve there.
Spike, no one can handle it.
Jack
Number 8, Jack DeGroff.
Big spike there.
6'7", 205, big frame down at the net. Little weird. What a great dig as Folsom controls it, and they send it back over. Put back over, too much. Folsom with another point, 6-4.
Sam Renaud there, trying to get more points for Oak Ridge. Too much on that one. Titus serving. Spiked. Set. Ooh!
And that's out.
Jamie Frazier spiked it hard, but that was too far. 6-5 Folsom on a 2-0 run. Excuse me, 3-0 run.
Players getting some assistance.
This is still anybody's game.
And what a loud and exciting atmosphere we've got here at Oak Ridge High School.
Yeah. both
Folsom has
sides.
brought it,
Yeah.
but Oak Ridge, you know, one of the best teams in the country. Of course, they're going to bring it. Can't handle it. Goes out the back. Trojans point.
And Disson there trying to get it, but couldn't.
This would possibly be, if Folsom wins this matchup tonight, they would take the crown as the SFL leaders through the year. Both teams would be 6-1 in league, and the head-to-head would go to Folsom.
Yeah. Frazier serve. Wow, big one. And DeGraff spiking it over. But it's Oak Ridge point as that went way too far. Trojans up 9-5.
Frazier with another serve. Oh, got in his head a little bit. Frazier, one of the best players on this Trojans team. He's got the most aces with 20 plus, and he's got over 150 kills on the year. Reiser, the centerpiece.
DeGraff just nudges that over.
Good tip over the net.
Jack DeGraff just barely tipped it, but that was enough to make it so that Oak Ridge couldn't get it.
Jack Reiser, the quarterback of this team, if you will. The centerpiece that connects it all together. There's a point for the Trojans.
A tie there by Titus trying to save it. Couldn't quite get it, but good effort there.
And here's Reiser now on the serve.
Titus tips. DeGraff with the spike. Set.
Oh yeah!
Good spike there. By Travis Vandalexter. Tense. They're
Raises up and hits it. 11-7. Your home team, Oak Ridge Trojans. Spike! Couldn't handle it. And Bulldogs with another point.
Man, Jack DeGraff has been making hard spikes all game.
Saw gets it over, but Folsom just pushes it. Now there's Reiser. Set for Frazier. That goes out the back.
DeGraff tried to hit it the other way. Too much.
Substitutions for the Trojans. Sam Hines subbing in the game. Can they save it? No. Diego Chavez with the great effort play there, but just couldn't get enough on it. 13-8. No timeouts yet to be called in this game. Both teams just running it. Can they get it over the net? Oh, yes. What a play from DeGraff.
Yeah, what a play. He's been making plays all day. He's the reason why Folsom is still in there.
13-9. They've been going back and forth.
From a broken play that looked like it was going to be Oakridge's point, Folsom made something out of nothing.
Spike, oh, what it did from DeGraff. Put back over, no blocked, but line judge says out. Folsom ball and point. Dogs within 3 now. 13-10. Oak Ridge up. Spike! And a hit net. I think it looked like a hit net, yeah. Dogs with another point. 13-11.
Folsom 2 points away from tying this game.
Set, spiked over, can't handle it. Blake Polking with the point for the Trojans. 14-11.
Oak Ridge 5-3, their biggest lead is 8. Or, excuse me, 5. Barely tipped there by Disson. But that's all he needed. Chintallery to serve.
Good dig. Oak Ridge gets it back over.
Chavez!
But that's done. Diego Chavez with a hustle play and a powerful spike.
Folsom down by just 1 now, looking to tie this up.
And as we said, this Bulldogs team 16-4.
Oh, the miscommunication there.
Their only loss in the SFL to Jesuit. The Marauders took them down. Final score of that was 3-2 in a set that went to 5. But this is a very competitive Dogs team. That's going to put up a dog fight, but there's one for the Trojans.
Vandalizer there with the big spike. Oak Ridge back on top, 15-14. Yeah, we knew coming into this one, this was going to be a dog fight. So far, not disappointing.
There's Chavez again, but out.
Too much on that, too much heat. You know, they really need to make these courts bigger so they can show off their strength and spike it as hard as they can, as far as they can.
Here's a serve from Vandalizer. Good ball. Spike. Oh, it's flying around. Oak Ridge gets it over. Settled. That looks easy. Great dig. Put back over. Blocked. Point for the Dogs. They bring it within 1. Once again, 16-15. If you're not familiar with volleyball, it's best of 5, so first to 3. Rounds go to 25. You have to win by 2. And the last, if it goes to 5, set number 5 is to 15.
And Frazier with a big spike.
So getting these early victories in sets 1 and 2 are big.
Yeah, especially if you're, especially because then the defense, if they could be down 0-2, meaning they have all this pressure to win 3 in a row.
Yeah. They'd have to reverse sweep them if they wanted to win down 0-2. (17-15) set number 1. Vandalester with the serve. Good dig. Center of the court. DeGroff blocked by 3. There's another one blocked. Put back again. The Oak Ridge defense prevailing. They got a couple blocks in there. What are the refs going to call it? They had a couple blocks on DeGroff.
Man, DeGroff has been getting the ball over the net all game. He's been aggressive.
Refs call it Folsom point. 17-16. Oak Ridge rises up but couldn't get it to fall. Ryan Titus with the serve. Set spike. Nobody's there. Trojans point. Great setup from the Trojans. 18-16. And a fast first set. Still yet to call a timeout on either side. And they're getting close. Oak Ridge within 7 of capturing a 1-0 first set. Frazier. Great dig. But Folsom gets it back over. And nobody's there. It's too much. Number 8.
I don't know how many points that is for DeGroff right now. He's been cooking though.
Serve for Chavez. Mishap, and Trojans lose out on that one.
Also looking for their first lead of the game.
18-18 draw right now.
Chavez to serve. And, that is out.
Was close.
The Bulldogs now have the lead. Trying to snatch the victory of this first set out from under Oak Ridge's nose.
Andrew Belknott comes back into the game. Set spike Frazier off the net. 1, there's 2. Can they get it? 3? No.
And Oak Ridge ties it back up, looking to retake the lead.
19 all. Back and forth. They're running.
I'm afraid this set might go beyond 25. It could go to 100 for all we know.
It's been back and forth all set long. They do get it over, but not a threat. As Folsom, there's the threat. And a cheeky can't fire 2019.
Folsom has another lead. DeGroff serving. Wow,
Powerful
big
spike
serve.
off the ceiling. Put back over by Frazier, and that's in.
Wow.
We're tied up at 20.
Frazier and DeGroff are like lookalikes out there on separate jerseys.
Number 4 and number 8.
I would hate to have both of those guys on the same team if you're on defense. But thankfully they're not.
Hines with the serve. Clutch. Power serve. No, they can't get it. 21-20.
Folsom 4 points away from stealing the set from Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge had the lead most of the set, but Folsom has come back and has taken
Folsom has used their just sheer raw power to get them back in the game. There's one, no at the net. Bulldogs with another point, 22-20. And there's the first time out of the set. The Trojans and Coach Larson got to talk it over. As you said, Grant, they had the lead early, been battling back and forth. And late in this first set, the Dogs have run away with it. What are the Trojans to do?
Well, I think they just have to keep doing what they're doing because it's been a dogfight. But if you see DeGroff there gonna hit the ball, you gotta make sure that you have somebody kind of deeper because he's gonna spike that thing.
Yeah, they've been trying to load up the net and get blocks to keep it away from the back, but it hasn't worked. 22-20. Teams coming out of the timeout. Folsom getting loud in here. 22-20. That's out. Chidari with the serve, just wide. Now 22-21. Belmont with the serve. Sending it over. Is Belmont. Controlled. There's the spike. Can they stop it? They will. A threat. Great dig from DeGroff. Folsom gets it back over, but no threat. There's Frazier, high and too much.
Folsom 2 points away from taking the set.
2-3, 2-1, Bulldogs up 2. And what an electric start to this first set we have here.
Yeah, we're going to be in for a treat. If this is like anything, the next set's going to be like Oak Ridge still only down 2. Set and
there it is, point. Folsom with the point. Wow. I don't know what they saw, but they saw it.
That looked into me.
Set point for the Dogs. Timeout. Trojans take another one.
What did you see there? Did that look into you?
I don't know. It must have been a net situation because it looked clean.
Well, now, I thought for sure it would 22-23 now, but now Folsom 1 point away from taking the set.
Yeah, now Oak Ridge, they got to get on their horse. They got to get on a run, a 3-0 run. Once again, it is a win by 2. So if the Trojans tie it 24-all, then we'll go past 25 to see who the winner is. Folsom just trying to get their last point.
Yeah,
It's been a dogfight all night.
Oak Ridge was running away with it for a bit, but then Folsom has just come back and taken the lead.
Just like all sports, Folsom, they've got the sheer size factor that does not match up well for the Trojans.
And just like every year, Folsom Oak Ridge rivalry will not disappoint unless it's football.
Here's the serve. Trojans got to score, and it is. Had to, and they got it.
That looked like it was out, but it wasn't. Good play there. 2 more points needed to tie this.
They've got to go back to back. Van Lesser with the serve. And can't get it.
A mess up by DeGroff.
DeGroff, who's been nearly perfect tonight, can't handle it, and now Trojans
With an opportunity to tie this game up.
take it into extras with this one.
This can be huge. Vandalizer.
Set point for the Dogs. They get it over. There's the spike and out. And the Trojans clutch up at the end of the first. 24-24. We're going past 25 in the extras.
This game will not disappoint.
As it is a win by 2. So even though it is to 25, one of the teams will have to win by 2 to take this first set.
Man, Oak Ridge 3-0 run, they had to have it. Couple mistakes by Folsom, and all of a sudden, Oak Ridge tied it up.
I don't know.
I think it's going to be pretty hard for any of these teams to win by 2 with how back and forth this game has been.
Yeah. I don't know what the Trojans' game plan was, but it worked. Now Folsom got to make some adjustments.
Yeah.
Van Lester with the serve. And that's out. 25-24. Advantage Bulldogs. Spike by Frazier. Tipped and Oak Ridge tries it back up at 25. Deflection, last touch by the Bulldogs.
Now we need another 2 straight points. First to 27 right now.
Jack Reynolds with the serve.
DeGraw.
There he is. DeGraw with another point for the Dogs. 26-25. And now, set point and advantage for the Bulldogs. Blocked. Oak Ridge saves it. But not enough. There's DeGraw. Blocked and Bulldogs point. They take set 1.
27-25. End of the first set.
What a thriller. And Bulldogs with a "This is our house" chant. 27-25 to end the first. And we got the second set coming in 3 minutes. Bulldogs take it up 1-0. And we're back for an exciting, and we're ready for the second set between the Bulldogs and the Trojans. And wow, what an electric first set. The Bulldogs take it 27-25, and their big hitter, number 8, Jack DeGroff, was their guy.
Well, yeah, if the first set was anything, is going to be anything like the next set, this is going to be a great game. It's going to be a dogfight.
Most of these players have played with each other on a national level, so they know each other's moves. And here we go. Set number 2 is about to be underway. If we learned anything from the first set, it's that you can't really count either team out, as we saw runs upon runs in the first set. Oak Ridge will start set number 2 with the serve. Andrew Belmont behind the line for the Trojans. And out. Bulldogs take the first point of the second set. Dig, put over. Spike, and in. Bulldogs 2-0 to start the second. Put over. Frazier gets it over. Spike but blocked.
Trying to get it over.
But lands out of bounds. Folsom 3-0 now.
This is looking like how the first set went, but vice versa.
Out. Trojans' first point of the second set. Trojans, they just got to keep it close. Because as we've seen, Trojans were down 24-21 in desperation and went on a quick 3-0 run to take it into extras. They get it over the net. Spike blocked, and Trojan with the point. Jamie Frazier rises up. Vandalester.
Nice
Set.
dig.
Spike. And they call it Trojans' point.
Wow. Trojans tied up after being down 3-0. Now they took a 3-0 run.
Vandalester coming back on to serve. And as I just said, game of runs.
Good set there.
Put back over. Nice play. A little trickeration from the Dogs.
Kartik Mehta there with the big spike.
Folsom. Spike from the center. Hits the net, skims over. Frazier gets blocked. Oak Ridge controls it well. They send it back over. And Trojans. Violation, Folsom point. Five, 3. Bulldogs up, and they serve. Out. Too much on it. Bulldogs extend their lead to 3.
6-3 so far. It's been 3-0 run for Folsom, 3-0 run for Oak Ridge, and now another 3-0 run for the Dogs. Well, Oak Ridge going a 3-0 run in Frazier, but it's blocked.
Oh, a little triggeration, but Oak Ridge handles it well.
Frazier.
Spike blocked, but can't go back over. Trojans take one their way, 5-6.
Excuse us, it's 4-6.
Set, spike, and out. Point, there he is. Take the graph. Titus with the serve now. Number 10 behind the line. For the blue and white.
Oh!
The lefty finish. And the Dogs with another point. The graph with the lefty.
8-4, Bulldogs up by 4. Largest lead of the game for the Dogs.
Good dig. Put back over. Refs call it. Dogs point.
9-4.
Coach Larson does not like that call. Talking to the ref about it.
I think there's been a momentum swing after the set.
Talking to the line judges. Talking amongst themselves. Now we got coaches. Once again, an SFL battle for the centuries. Folsom Oak Ridge. Always the best matchup in the Sierra Foothill League. If you like what you see here from Trojan Pride Sports Marketing, you'll be very happy. We got 3 more streams this week. Tomorrow, we'll have men's volleyball. No, sorry, men's lacrosse. Men's lacrosse versus Folsom. Then we'll have, on Thursday, we'll have Granite Bay women's lacrosse. Granite Bay heads to the Trojans field. Trojans Stadium to take on our actually very good women's lacrosse team as well as our men's. And then on Friday, we got our charity Trojans March Madness event, which is a students versus staff basketball game to raise money for the Oak Ridge Athletics. And half the proceeds will go to Aspire Kids, a nonprofit organization.
Oak Ridge on a 3-0 run. And make that 4, and they tie it up. Ever
So,
since
yeah.
that missed call.
If you like what you're seeing, make sure you turn in the rest of the week. Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, we got more action coming from right here. That's out. Frazier with a little too much on it. Subs coming in, number 15. Straighten, Damian Straighten, checking in for the Dogs. 8-9. That's a point, yeah. Number 1, Zane Saw.
9-9.
If you want to see more Oak Ridge athletics, you can follow us on Trojan Pride 80 on all social media platforms to see all your Oak Ridge athletics experience. And there's another point for the Trojans.
And Oak Ridge is taking their first lead in the set.
Talking about Trojan Pride 80, we've seen a lot of men's volleyball in there. As you know, they're one of the best teams in the nation, but we also got softball. It's a top 5 team in the nation as well. Oh, good spike. Powerful. And there's another point for the Trojans. As a little run there.
Yeah. Oak Ridge has been on a 7-1 run. Ever since that discussion call, Oak Ridge has been on fire. And the missed shot by DeGroff. Oak Ridge scores another. They're up 3.
And there's the timeout. Folsom got to talk it over. 12-9 in this second set. Trojans coming out hot. As I was saying, Trojans Pride 80. All Oak Ridge athletics. Got to give some love to our softball team. They played tonight against Granite Bay. They won 6-5 and continue their undefeated season at 12-0. They're now the 11th best team in the nation and 3rd in California. They've got a lot of commits. We also got our men's and women's lacrosse, so we're going to be covering those in a few days. Tomorrow, men's lacrosse, and then on Thursday, women's lacrosse. So supporting all the teams here at Oak Ridge High School. And now we're back from the timeout. Teams talked it over. 12-9. Jack Reiser, number 27, with the serve.
Let's see what adjustments Folsom has made. And that spike!
Just tucked into the back line. And a point for Dyson. DeGraff with the serve. Oh, great block. Oak Ridge somehow controls it, gets it back over, and now we're trading. A good setup, spike blocked. Great defense from the Dogs. Quick 2-0 run from the Dogs, and they're back in at 12-9 after the timeout. Now it's 12-11. Oh, just short. Caught it on the hang down. DeGraff did. And now 13-11 Trojans. Set, good dig. Spike, just a little tap over the net. And that's enough for a point for the Dogs. 13-12.
Yeah, this game's still back and forth, but Oak Ridge still has a lead. This could be anybody's game. Chintaleria
checking back into the game for Folsom, and now her serve. Spike by Saw. And violation. Folsom with another point. They tie it up at 13.
Oh, just a set. Did DeGroff gets in there?
Skims to the net. That one does as well. Great dig. Number 17, Chintari
Saw gets that over.
out of bounds when he hit it.
Oak Ridge gets the lead right back. 14-13. Oak Ridge 11 points away from winning the set.
14-13. Belmont with the serve.
Oh!
Great rally, and there's a point for Frazier. And let's go back just a second. Number 17, Chintalier. On that last one, the Trojans got the point, but a one-handed fist out, no looker to keep the play alive. I mean, wow. Didn't get the point, but what an effort from 17 to keep it alive. And there's the point for the Dogs. Meta. Kartik Meta, number 11 with that point for the Dogs.
Frazier just nudges it over.
15-14, spiked over, and point Bulldogs.
And the Dogs have just tied it up, 15 apiece. This game has been back and forth all day here at Trojan Arena.
Good dig. Trojans, can they get it over? No, that's 4 hits. Another point for Folsom.
And Folsom has retained the lead in this set. Excuse me, regained. And Frazier, but the last one to touch it was Folsom. So
Off the deflection, and Fraser with another kill to tie it back up.
We're back to a tie game, 16 apiece. Each team only needs 9 points to get to 25.
Van Lester skims over the net. Spike by Chavez and just tucks in the line.
And Oak Ridge back on top, 5-1.
Set, put over, and great ball. 18-17. Spike, and they can't get that. Trojans 19-17. (19-17) is the score. Van Lester with the serve, and another miss by DeGraff. 2017. Trojans looking like they maybe can run away with this.
Yeah, Trojans 5 points away from winning the set, but as we know from the last set, last time Oak Ridge had the lead, they blew it.
They've gone on a 3-0 run.
And DeGraff makes up for his mistake.
And there it is. The end of the run. 20-18.
Yeah, anything can happen. For those of you March Madness fans out there, for those of you who didn't know, there are absolutely no perfect brackets left remaining, especially after St. John's got upset by Arkansas.
Ooh, spike.
The Hogs will advance to another Sweet 16 appearance and take
Trojans
on the Red Raiders of
within
Texas Tech.
4. to bring it even at a 1-1 set score. Skims over the net. Good set. Good serve. And the spike is there as well. (21-19). Leads within 2. Spiked by Zane and out.
And Folsom
Now
cuts it.
21-20. It's
Folsom
looking
cuts
pretty
it.
familiar.
Yeah. Will Oak Ridge blow another lead?
High 20 to the high 20s. And out. Tie game at 21.
All of a sudden, Oak Ridge's lead has collapsed.
Quick 3-0 run for the Dogs now. 21-21. They get it over. And just a miscue. And the Trojans scratch back. 22-21. Parker Disson couldn't really find it. And now within 3, the Trojans are. Set, blocked, but no. Tie game once again at 22. It's looking very familiar once again. Both teams in the high 20s going back and forth. Who's going to take set 2? Great dig. Trojans can't get it back over. An ace for the Groff. And a timeout for the Trojans. 23-22. Second set.
If Folsom takes this set, they're up 2-0. They would just need one more to win. Oak Ridge has to have this one. And then they would force a set 4. But as we know from this game, no lead is safe. In the last set, Folsom was up 24-21. Oak Ridge went 3 straight. Took us into a couple of extras.
Jamie, with all these 2 sets playing into it, eclipses over 200 kills on the year. He's at 193 before this game. And he's had a couple. So if he's not there, he's close to eclipsing 200 kills on the year. Serving, he's got almost 30 aces. So it's going to come down to big play.
Here's DeGroff to serve.
And it's
wow,
short.
What mistake there.
He caught it on the lower end again.
And we are tied up.
He's done that a couple times tonight.
Oh,
Just
if
overlooking it.
Oak Ridge goes on a 2-0 run, they can win this set.
Sam Renaud now with the serve. 23-all. Folsom point. Looked like it was going to be out. But Renaud just gave it one last touch. And now 24-23, set point for the Dogs to close out set 2 with a W. Frazier, great dig, Folsom. Can they send it back? Miscommunication. And the Trojans tied up at 24. A miscue from the Bulldogs at the worst time.
Jacob Estelita caught sleeping there.
And now a timeout.
Excuse me, Estelita wasn't in.
The Trojans got to take a timeout. 24-24, so we will go past 25 once again. Huge, clutch couple points from the Trojans
Yeah,
at the end of that.
Trojans really like to drag on this game, make it close. They gotta take this set here. They have to have it.
And as we said, the Trojans could be put in a position of the only way they win is a reverse sweep of winning the next 3 in a row.
And that is a lot of pressure put on a team, and that's not as likely to happen. It's happened a lot, but it's not as likely, and Folsom would only have to score one more.
24-24.
And in the fifth set, don't they only play to 15?
Yeah, if they go to 5, they only play to 15. Of course, still win by 2. Not sure what happened there. But we're going to reset. Here we go, 24-all. Winner at this point takes advantage of the win by 2. There's the block, and Folsom with the advantage and set point, 25-24.
And Folsom will be serving this to try to clean out the set.
For set number 2, Frazier keeps them alive. 25-all.
This is exactly the scenario that happened last set, but Folsom scored 2 straight. Are we going to go to 25-27 yet again?
You're exactly right, Grant. 25-25, and then Folsom ran away with it. Will it happen again? Vandalister with the serve. Can they make it different? Here we go. Spike by Chavez. Oak Ridge got to get it back over. It's going to be short. They do get it over. Puts it back over. No threat. Now Oak Ridge calm with the spike.
Wow.
Great dig. Chavez gets it blocked, but out of bounds. Folsom with the advantage once again, 26-25.
Man, to prove your point from earlier, Folsom just has a lot of bigger guys there up in front of the net.
For the 27-25 set 2 win, just like set 1, but it's short. Tied at 26 now.
Wow, he had to have that serve. Couldn't get it over the net. Oak Ridge still in it.
Atmosphere is electric once again. For advantage in set 2. Spike blocked. Oak Ridge handles it well. They get it back over. Here's another spike blocked.
Whoa!
And Trojans 27-26.
1 point away from taking the set. Oak Ridge jumping.
Great
Wow,
defense. And it forces the Dogs to take a timeout.
Everyone's ecstatic here. Noisy stadium. 1 point lead for the Trojans.
27-26. I mean, great defense. They handled 2 spikes from DeGraff. And they got the point out of it. Just fell just short. 27-26. Both teams drawing it up.
Yeah, you can ask of nothing more than a rivalry to have a close game like this. Neck and neck, back and forth. This is what rivalries are all about.
Trojans just got to get 1 more point. They'll have the serve. Can they get an ace and end it quick? Or it will be a rally going back and forth. Spike after spike.
Set point for Oak Ridge.
Jack Reynolds will be behind the line. They've got 3 at the net. Folsom playing back a little bit. Here it goes. Set. Over the net. Oak Ridge calm. Sends it over.
Wow.
And they take set 2, 28-26. Jamie Frazier coming in clutch. A little tap over the net. Folsom anticipated a spike, but it was just a tapper over the net. And 1-1. Even going into set 3 here at the Trojans Arena. Set 3 coming to you soon. Set number 3 now of this electric and exciting men's varsity volleyball game here. Once again, Merce Delgado, Grant Sell. Set 3, Trojans, after an exciting but loss in set 1, come back and win it 28-26 in set 2 after losing 27-25 in set number 1. Set number 3 is arguably the biggest set of the game, because then set number 4 would be to close out. So both teams got to put it all out there for set number 3, because it gives them an advantage headed into possibly what would be the final set. If not, both teams tie it up, and we go into a final set number 5, tied at 2-2, first to 15, win by 2. Last set. Talking amongst themselves, the Trojans and the Bulldogs, waiting for the referees as we're ready to kick set number 3 off. Headed into this game, 18 Parker Disson and number 8 Jack DeGraff, both tied for the top kills on the team at 194. We've seen DeGraff a little bit more effective in this one. But who knows? Who knows what's in store for set number 3? A huge and critical set for tonight's matchup. Players talking amongst themselves. As we've said, all of them have pretty much played together on a national academy level, so they all know each other. They're all friendly. But when it's time for game time, they got to knock it and shut it off. And there's the first points of set number 3, 1-0 Trojans. Just out on the serve, tied at 1. There's the serve. Wow! And a running riser from Jamie Frazier. 2-1.
Big hit.
Jack Reynolds. Violation and Trojans points.
Oakridge up 3-1 in this set. Whoever takes set 2 will have a big advantage. Or, excuse me, set 3 will have a big advantage coming up in set 4.
4-1 Trojans take it now. Spike from Chavez. Handled well, but Folsom gets it back now. Short, hits the net. Trojans with an early start of 5-1. This is what they need. This is good. This is good.
Yeah.
Trojans starting out hot.
Based off the last few sets, it seems whoever ends the set with the win has momentum going into the next set.
And another violation.
By DeGroff.
A carry. And now 6-1. Trojans got to keep running.
They already only need 19 points. Bulldogs need 24.
Great dig. No. But they can't find it. Trojans now 7-1. And a timeout early from the Dogs.
Yeah, I could see why they didn't make an adjustment.
Carrying that momentum from set 2 to set 3. And 7-1.
Well, remember, this is kind of how the first set happened, and then Folsom clawed their way back, so I would not mark Folsom out of it.
They're talking it over right now. They don't like what they're seeing. Trojans are trying to stick to it, but they know Folsom's going to bring something their way. So do they adjust?
Yeah.
Or if it works, don't try to fix it.
I mean, yeah, if I wouldn't try to fix what's working, but they clearly have to adjust something.
Here's the serve. Chavez. Nut talk worked out well. 7-2. Great receive. They put it back over. Great spike. And off the deflection is a point for the white and gold and blue.
8-2.
Set for Frazier. Serve. There's the spike, but blocked. Great defense from number 21, Nicholas Nettleman. His first action of the game, and that's great defense and a point.
Yeah, 9-2 Trojans.
Powerful spike. And a miscue, 10-2.
10-2. 15 more points needed for the Trojans, 23 for the Dogs.
A miscue from Folsom. They went one way, and the ball went the other.
Oak Ridge on a 3-0 run.
Spike tipped, and Bulldogs point.
Still 10-3.
Chavez the serve. Good block. Can't get there. Chavez the closest one to it. But Trojans trying to run away with it, 11-3. Good settle. Frazier got a little too cute, trying to go oppo, but not enough on it. 11-4. Good defense. Blocked by Donda Patty, number 12. Namish Donda Patty.
And now it's 11-5 Trojans.
Big serve, what a dig. Good block, and it goes the other way. Can't get it. Trojans, 12-5.
Man, hot start here for the Trojans for the set.
Good dig. Now they put it back over. There's the spike. Good dig from DeGraff. Blocked. Good rally from both teams. Who's going to get the points, though? And Oak Ridge will.
Wow. Oak Ridge point. Bulldogs are not liking that call.
Spike, but good block. And another Trojans point awarded.
14-5 Trojans by 9.
Subs for the Dogs. Vasadia, number 14, checking into the game. Spike by Vandal Lester, and there's another point for the Trojans.
And the Trojans
55.
are by 10 now. Only needing 10 more to take this set and put it into set 4. You can tell the Trojans want this. They need it.
Set another Trojan point.
Folsom, only 3 points that's coming out of that timeout.
The Dogs can't really find an answer right now.
No, they can't.
If it's not broken, don't fix it. Great defense, and they can't get it. Travis Vandalester with the rejection. Back over to the other side of the net, 17-5 Trojans.
Yeah, the Trojans up by 12. This is all Trojans so far in set 3. Wow! 18-5, Oak Ridge 7 points away from getting out of this set with the lead. Man, oh man. Oh wow. And the
Great
spike.
defense, but it comes back to Folsom side. Over the net. Oak Ridge didn't see it coming.
And that's a point for the Bulldogs, down 13. Excuse me, 12. And wow, 2-0 runs so far for Folsom.
Yeah, now 18-7. Number 1, Max Norberg will serve. Good dig.
Trojans with the point. 6 away from winning the set. Trojans by 12.
Number 6, Adam Howell will check into the game. He's got to serve. And Dogs point.
19-8. Dogs still in it. We've seen Oak Ridge choke away some leads in this game. No lead is safe against Folsom.
None as bad as 11 though, Grant.
Yeah.
There's a dig. They put it back over. Spike deflection. Riser sold out but couldn't get there. 19-9.
Folsom on a 2-0 run.
Set. Spike blocked. Out of bounds off the Trojans. Bulldog point.
All of a sudden, it's 19-10. The Bulldogs scored 3 in a row. 3 unanswered points for Oak Ridge.
Set. Bang! Out of the back, point Trojans.
Now the Trojans lead is back up to double digits as it's a 10-point lead.
Trojans within 5, 20-10. Third set. Either team would take it 2-1.
Vandalister serves. And Chavez just barely gets it.
Great dig! Frazier gets it back over. Great dig from the Trojans, and that's out of the back open off the deflection. Bulldogs get the point. Jack Reynolds, number 23, with the great dig. Didn't lead to points, but kept Oak Ridge alive in that point. Big spike blocked off the deflection.
20-12. Folsom only down 8 now. That lead that was once 11 is now cut down to 8. I told you. No lead is safe.
Spike by Frazier blocked. Trojans point off the deflection.
21-12.
Number 11, Meta, was the last one to touch it off of Folsom, and it went into the crowd. 21-12. 21-13, sorry, 21-13. I guess it's not. 21-12, and now 22-12. That'll be the official score.
Oak Ridge is 3 points away from winning the set. 22-12. Scoreboard's a little delayed. On their side, not our side. Our side's perfect.
That's out. Now 22-13.
Folsom's still sticking around here. Not going away.
There we go. 22-13. Dog serve. Titus now. Dig. Opposite side. Great calm. Touch the net. Oak Ridge point. Now 23 leads within 2.
10
Sets within 2.
10-point lead here for the Trojans.
There we are. There we go. Set is within 2. There's the set and low. Almost didn't even make the bottom of the net. 23-14. DeGraff, Chavez, and the rest of the Dogs are going to have to make it a run. There goes Chavez. Guevara checking in. Number 3 for Chavez. Off the deflection, they save it. There's the spike, blocked, put over. Great digs all over the place, and that's 4. Dogs with the point, 23-15, 8-point game.
Yeah, Folsom still within striking distance. Trojans only need 2 more points, though. And
Spike!
wow!
And they can't handle it.
What a great spike there.
Guevara was there,
Oakridge
but he couldn't
by
handle it. It was
9.
too much.
By 9, 1 more point.
Yeah,
And
set point.
Trojans win the set. We'll take a 1-2 lead going to set 4.
Riser with the serve. Riser with the serve. And there's a point for DeGraff. 24-16, lead is still at 8. Set point situation for the blue and gold. Out! And there's set 2. Set 3, sorry. Trojans take it. Set up 2-1. Got out to an early lead and didn't let it go. 25-16 to end the third set. And now Trojans, can they use that momentum to carry themselves to a 3-1 win? Or will Folsom claw back and take it to 5? Set 4 coming up next. We got 2 situations here. Trojans use that momentum that carried them to a set 3 victory and close it out in 4 and take a 3-1 and extend their record to 21-1, or they fall short in this 4th set. Who knows what happens in the 5th? But Folsom on their last leg here, playing for it all. They got to win this set to extend the game. If they don't, it's match. It's game, set, and match as the Trojans would close it out. Folsom playing from behind. Trojans trying to just extend it, get a hot start. They started off 11-2 in the 3rd set. Can they find that again? Starting off hot would increase their chances, because we've seen it back and forth. If it goes back and forth, Folsom's most likely taking it. They've just got the more power.
Yeah, you never know. This has been a dogfight. Folsom still
will be to take the crown of first place in the SFL right now. Doesn't mean they would win the league entirely. But you always want to have that first place seed locked down. And that would be for their opening.
And there's also just bragging rights up for grabs. These two are rival schools.
That is true. But here we are, fourth set is away. A match-winning set possibly for the Trojans, or an extender to go to set 5 for the Dogs. Good rally to start it. Just short. Doesn't make it over. 1-0 Dogs. Here's the serve. There's a spike by Vandal Esther. Nobody's there, 1-1. Hits the roof, sent back over. Great defense, they control it. There's 2. And great spike. Chavez, number 22, Diego Chavez. 2-1 Dogs. Spike by Frazier, but great defense, 3-1. Trojans bench likes that one. They chance it, don't mess up. And the serve was short. 2-3, Dogs have it. There's Reynolds. Spike by Chavez, too much. Too hot to handle. Dogs up 4-2 early in the fourth. Set. Good defense, but no. Out of bounds. Trojans take it. Just off the net, great dig by Riser.
Chavez with the spike.
Great defense. And they land inside the lines. Chavez with another point for Folsom. Great dig, great serve as well. They get it over. Spike in the air. Trojans got to get it over.
Wow.
And it hits the net. Sam Renaud was the one with contact with the net. That'll push the lead to 3 for the Bulldogs. That's out. Trojan point, a little too much on that serve from 18, Parker Disson. And now Jack Riser. Couldn't get there. Just a tap over the net
4-7.
where nobody was.
4-7 Dogs.
Powerful set. And Spike, great defense, but unlucky and goes out of bounds, falls the Trojans' way.
5-7 Dogs. That was a good block. Wasn't quite angled.
Spike blocked it, got tipped. They send it over. There's the spike that
6-7.
just didn't hit contact very well.
6-7 Dogs.
Short. And now within one. Tipped away, and Trojans point.
The Trojans just tied this one up. Looking to take the game. Oak Ridge on a 3-0 run.
Out. Trojans point. 8-7, they take the lead for the first time in set number 4. Set. There's the set. Great defense, though, by Vandal Lester and the Trojans. Put back over and tucked into the back right corner. Trojans tick on another one to the scoreboard, 9-7.
Wow!
Tucked in once again.
10,
Great placement and power.
10-7 Oak Ridge on a 6-0 run.
Sam Renaud tucks it into the back left. And now it is 10-7. Here's the serve from Renaud. Great defense. Vandal Lester with another point for the Trojans. 11-7.
Yup. Oak Ridge 14 points away from winning it.
Great defense and another point for the blue and gold. 12-7.
All right.
Timeout, they gotta talk it over. The Trojans on a little too much of a run for the Dogs' liking, as they'll take a TO.
Yeah, 8-0 run. Dogs need to adjust. They were up. Now they're down by 5.
The Trojans, it's working everywhere right now. Serves, they got a couple aces. They've got great defense. They've got powerful offense. It's working on all cylinders right now for the Trojans. Bulldogs, they've got to talk it over. Twelve to 7. Renaud will serve for the Trojans of 5. spike by Chavez. High, and off the deflection, the Trojans take the point.
Wow.
13-7, 6-point lead now.
Oak Ridge 12 points away from salting this one away.
Over halfway there.
Oak Ridge on a 9-0 run.
Great defense.
Oh my God, good defense.
Jack Reynolds once again makes an impact on the defensive end. Up now 7, the Trojans are 14-7. Renaud. Just wide, and there's the first points for the Bulldogs in a while.
Yeah, that snaps a 10-0 run for the Trojans. Here he goes to serve.
That's out. And another Trojans point.
15-8. Trojans only need 10 more to win.
Now Belmont, Andrew Belmont to serve. Folsom trying to figure it out. There's the spike off the deflection, Folsom point. 15-9. Here's the serve, skims over the net. Good dig, but nobody was there to help him. Excuse me now, and there it is, 15-10, 15-10.
Folsom put it within 5.
Vandalester, Belmont, Frazier, great defense, lands out of bounds though. Off the deflection, Trojans point. Within 10 now at 9. Vandalester to serve. Spike, but too much. Folsom wants the deflection, they won't get it. Disson was wanted. The deflection off the fingertips, but they won't get the call. 17-10 now. Trojans drawing closer.
Yeah, 8 points away. And here he goes.
Chavez with a cheeky spike, but it won't work. And
wow.
the two-handed for Frazier is knocked down.
Frazier has been absolutely cooking in this game. He's the reason why the Trojans are 7 points away from winning this game.
18-10. Trojans on a big run. But short, hits the net. Powerful spike, but can't get it. 18-12. Can the Dogs come back? They were down 8, 18-10.
They're only down 6 now.
Spike Frazier, and that's out now as well. 3-0 run, quick 3-0 run for the Dogs. 18-13. Here's the serve, and that's short. 19-13. Trojans lead is 6, and they're 6 away from taking it. Trojans send it over. Heater coming back, deflected. Another heater from the Bulldogs. Frazier, great placement. Saw it in the corner of his eyes. Jamie Frazier brings it within 5. 20-13, lead extends to 7. Folsom's got to do something, and they got to do it quick. Here's Reynolds with the serve, just short. 20-14, they're holding on. Once again, only a 6-point game. Chintollery with the serve. He's got to come up clutch. There's Frazier. Spiked, can't handle it. Can they get there? No. 21-14, lead up to 7.
Oak Ridge 4 points away from winning. Frazier. Here's the graph, and he puts that over.
There's the Dogs' point.
21-15, Folsom's still in this. Only down 6.
This Trojans team will play the Dogs in Folsom the last game of the year. If it's anything like tonight, it'll be exciting. There's another point for the Trojans. They're within 3. It might be that last game of the year. It might be for the SFL championship. Who knows? Storylines galore entering that game. That'll be the next time these two squads face each other. That tucks into the back line. 22-16.
Oak Ridge 3 points away from winning.
Here's DeGraff, one of the biggest players for this Folsom team tonight. He's kind of flattened out. He's got to come up big. There's a good dig. Violation, Trojans point.
And the Trojans are up by 7, 2 points away from winning this game.
Would be a great, great way to end tonight. They've battled back and forth. It hasn't been easy for the Trojans. But it looks like they might come away with it. Within 2 now, the Trojans are. Great pump over the net. Folsom giving it their all, not giving in yet. 23-17. They're down 6. They got to go on a run. Set, spike over the net. That's in. Trojans approaching match point, 24-17.
Right now it is match point.
This would give them a comfortable lead in the SFL. They've moved to 7-0. Folsom would fall to 5-2. Here it is, match point, too much. 24-18. Serving, Chintollery, number 9. Great dig. Spike, Frazier for the win, can't get it. Chavez can't get it. Trojans, Frazier for the win, and that's it.
And the Trojans,
They wrap it up at 4. And that'll be it. What a great game. Both teams fighting the whole time. Definitely was not an easy 3-1 victory for the Trojans at all. The Dogs put up a great fight, but not enough. 25-18 is the close of the end of set number 4. The only set that didn't go into extras. What an exciting atmosphere we had here tonight. Trojans once again their next game. It'll be Wednesday. Folsom, they play Davis on Wednesday as well. Trojans on Wednesday, they play Granite Bay. And don't forget, Trojans Pride Sports Marketing. We got a couple more streams coming up this week. Men's lacrosse versus Folsom tomorrow. Thursday, women's lacrosse versus Granite Bay. And Friday, our own Trojans March Madness, students versus staff, varsity basketball game. All right, and that'll close it up, folks. My name, Marcielo Delgado, Grant Sell, your commentators tonight. Have a great rest of your evening, folks. And go Trojans!